For more than a month now, we have been reporting on the events in Myanmar. We told you how the military took over the country, how peaceful protesters are being targeted with live ammunition. 2 officials from Aung San Suu Kyi's party have died in custody, and now India is feeling the impact of the military crackdown. That's right. The coup in Myanmar is now becoming India's problem. Earlier this week, we told you how some policemen from Myanmar have fled to India. Reports say 8 of them entered India last week. Another estimate says around 100 people, including police officers and their families, have fled to India since the protests began. Tonight on Gravitas, we'll bring you their voices. One of the police officers who fled has described what happened. And his testimony shows how far the military is prepared to go to remain in power.
This is what protesters in Myanmar go through every day. Even with barricades, shields and helmets, they are not safe. The military is using live ammunition against peaceful protesters. When the military took over Myanmar, Ta Peng was serving as a police officer. He was ordered to shoot at protesters with a submachine gun. Ta Peng chose to rebel. He refused to obey the military's orders, resigned from his job on the 27th of February and left for India on the 1st of March.
The duty of the police is to protect the people. In fact, the shooting of people by the Myanmar police and army is against the law, so I could not follow those orders. I miss my family. I am married and I have 2 children, so I miss them every night. I could not sleep well. If we get a real democracy and army coup is over, I would like to return to my country.
Ta Peng is in Mizoram. He is 27 years old. He says 6 more officers rebelled alongside him. This list is growing by the day. Soldiers and police officials are speaking up against the coup. They are leaving Myanmar. An exodus has begun. Reports say around 100 police officers and their families have entered India since the coup. India shares a 1,643-kilometer-long border with Myanmar. Security along the border has been stepped up. India has also started deporting more than 150 Rohingya refugees, but no word on the fate of Myanmar's police officers who have fled to India. The situation is grim. More than 60 protesters have been killed in the military crackdown so far. Around 1,900 people have been arrested. Even security personnel are not being spared. This clip is from the city of Bago. Several soldiers converged on this home. It's a large squad with rifles. They came to arrest just one man, a member of the security detail of Aung San Suu Kyi. This is according to local media reports. Meanwhile, the civil disobedience movement is gaining momentum. For several weeks now, Myanmar's hospitals, banks, transport centers and government offices have tried to disrupt and paralyze the military's operations. Troops have joined protesters on the streets. The battle lines are drawn. Blood is being spilled, and the repercussions will be felt by neighbors like India. Bureau Report, World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.